Food security, it means that safe and nutritious food is financially and physically accessible to everyone at all times. In examining food security in the Philippines, a PIDS study found several factors that impinge on the country's attainment of food security. These include poor transport infrastructure that contributes to high food prices, insufficient agriculture production that cannot keep up with local demand, and poor diet quality such as high in starch, low in fruits and vegetables. The study notes that for a food security policy to be effective, it must consider how the food system interacts with other systems, like education, social protection, water and sanitation, and health. What is food security? Food security is the ability of individuals, households, and communities to acquire appropriate and nutritious food on a regular and reliable basis, and using socially acceptable means. The hunger rate in Metro Manila declined from 17.3% to 12.7%. Meanwhile, the poll said the Philippines' annual hunger rate also increased to 10.7% in December 2023, below the year-on-year rate of 11.7%, but is still above the pre-pandemic hunger incident rate of 9.3% in 2019. 1 in 3 Filipino children below 5 years of age is malnourished due to extreme poverty and lack of basic health education in parents. According to October survey result, 1 out of 10 households in the Philippines are food insecure. The poorest regions have been more affected by food insecurity. The 3 most food insecure regions are BARMM, Region 8 and 13 are among the 7 poorest regions in the Philippines.
I am Marjeline Ticabon, and for me, food security is of utmost importance in the Philippines due to several factors that affect the nation. According to recent reports, approximately 1 out of 10 households in the Philippines are considered food insecure. The poorest regions such as BARM, Region 8 and 12, are particularly vulnerable to food insecurity. Ensuring food security is crucial for addressing issues of hunger, malnutrition, and poverty in the country. It is essential for the overall well-being of the population, particularly in regions where food insecurity is prevalent. The government has implemented initiatives like the Walang Gutom 2027 Food Stamp Program and policies that promote food security to combat these challenges. Furthermore, the support of local leaders such as the 35 mayors who pledged their commitment to President Marcos' food security policy highlights the importance of collaborative efforts in securing the nation's food supply. In conclusion, food security plays a significant role in the socio-economic development of the Philippines, impacting individual households as well as the nation's overall prosperity and stability. There are also the advantages and disadvantages of food security. Advantages. First, improve access to nutritious food. So food security initiatives aim to ensure that all individuals have access to sufficient, safe, and nutritious food. This can lead to improved health and well-being for the population. Second, to reduce hunger and malnutrition. Food security programs help reduce hunger and malnutrition rates by ensuring that people have access to an adequate and diverse range of food options. Third, enhance economic stability. A strong food security system contributes to economic stability by promoting stable food prices, reducing the risk of food shortages, and supporting the agricultural sector's growth. While the disadvantages are first, challenges in implementation. Implementing and maintaining an effective food security system can be challenging, requiring coordination among various stakeholders, including government agencies, farmers, distributors, and consumers. And second is the climate change vulnerability. The Philippines is highly vulnerable to the impacts of climate change, such as typhoons and droughts, which can negatively affect food production and availability, posing challenges to food security. So, it is very important to address these disadvantages and work towards a more inclusive and resilient food security system in the Philippines to ensure the well-being and prosperity of all its citizens.
Achieving food security in the Philippines requires a multi-phase approach involving government action, community involvement, and sustainable practices. It is not about increasing food production, but also about ensuring that every Filipino has the means and knowledge to access and utilize nutritious food effectively. Empowering communities through education and nutrition programs can also play a crucial role in providing and improving food security. By promoting healthy eating habits and ensuring access to nutritious foods, we can enhance the overall well-being of the population.
So food security is important because food is a basic human right, the right to a standard of living adequate for the health and well-being of himself and of his family, including food, clothing, housing, and medical care. Human rights leaders around the world are concerned about actions of global institutions like the World Trade Organization that violate these and other human rights. Second is food is the basis of a community economy. Food is the basic element of community self-reliance. It provides jobs, enhances culture, enables community, and supports public health. Because of its essential nature, agricultural and food keeps going when other industries fall. For every farmer, there are many related jobs in processing, distribution, sales, and food preparation. So third is reducing poverty is a key element in a policy for food security because poor people spend such a large share of their incomes on food, leaving them vulnerable to high food prices. And many poor people obtain much of their income from farming, leaving them vulnerable to declines in agricultural output. So last one is good food is the basis of health. So, nutrition is tied to health. The major causes of death and disability in our society is cardiovascular disease, diabetes, cancer, can all be significantly affected by healthy eating choices and lifestyles.
Food security, the fundamental right of every human being to access safe and nutritious food, remains an elusive dream for millions across the globe. The consequences of food insecurity are far-reaching. Malnutrition, a direct result of inadequate food intake or poor quality diets, weakens immune systems, hinders cognitive development in children, and reduces overall productivity. A hungry population is a vulnerable one, susceptible to disease and less equipped to contribute to a nation's economic growth. Food insecurity creates a vicious cycle of poverty and ill health. Food insecurity destabilizes communities, hindering civic participation and leading to social unrest. Investing in food security fosters a stable environment for communities to thrive. A multi-pronged approach includes supporting sustainable agricultural practices, ensuring equitable access to land and resources for small-scale farmers, strengthening food distribution systems, and strengthening social safety nets to ensure affordable, nutritious food for vulnerable populations, and addressing food waste and improving infrastructure and crucial steps toward a food-secure world. Achieving food security is a complex challenge, but it is not insurmountable. By working together, governments, international organizations, NGOs, and individuals can create a world where everyone has a seat at the table, where a healthy plate is not a privilege but a basic right. By tackling food insecurity, we invest not just a bellies, but in a more just
and prosperous future for all.
In a world of abundant resources and technological advancement, it is inconceivable that over 100 million people still go to bed hungry every night. Food insecurity remains a pervasive issue that affects communities across the globe. Economic disparities, climate change, and global crises like the COVID-19 pandemic disrupt food supply chains, leaving many without reliable access to nutritious food. Addressing this issue is not just a matter of charity, but a fundamental human right and a prerequisite for global stability and prosperity. The COVID 19 pandemic has further exposed and exacerbated vulnerabilities in our food systems. Millions more have been pushed into poverty and hunger as economic activities slowed and supply chains faltered. The fragility of our global food system has never been more apparent. This crisis represents an urgent call to action. We must build more resilient and equitable food system that can withstand such shocks and ensure food security for all. Food security is not just about providing enough food. It is about ensuring that everyone has access to nourishment they need to thrive. It is a linchpin for global health, economic stability, and environmental sustainability. By working collectively and proactively, we can create a world where no one goes hungry. This is not only a matter of compassion, but also of justice and survival. Together, let us take bold steps to ensure a future where food security is a reality for all.
Nutritional advocacy involves promoting healthy eating habits and improving access to nutritious food. It encompasses a range of activities aimed at influencing public policy, increasing awareness, and encouraging behaviors that lead to better nutrition and overall health. Here are the key aspects. 1. Education and awareness. Nutritional advocates educate the public about the importance of balanced diet, the benefits of various nutrients, and the risks associated with poor dietary choices. This can be done through community programs, school curriculum, public service announcements, and social media campaigns. 2 is policy and legislation. Advocates work to influence government policies that affect food system and public health. This includes lobbying for regulations on food labeling, advocating for subsidies on healthy foods, pushing for better nutritional standards in schools, and supporting programs that ensure food security for vulnerable populations. 3 is access and affordability. Ensuring that all individuals have access to affordable, nutritious food is a critical component of nutritional advocacy. This involves supporting food banks, advocating for living wages, and promoting urban agriculture initiatives to make fresh produce more accessible in urban areas. 4 is research and data. Advocates often rely on scientific research to support their efforts. This includes gathering data and nutritional deficiencies, studying the impact of dietary changes, and evaluating the effectiveness of nutritional programs. 5 is community engagement. Building partnerships with local organizations, healthcare providers, and community leaders is essential for effective advocacy. This collaborative approach helps tailor strategies to the specific needs of different communities. And last is addressing inequities. Nutritional advocacy also focuses on addressing disparities in health and nutrition that affect marginalized groups. This includes tackling issues like food deserts, systemic racism in food system, and barriers to healthcare access. Overall, this nutritional advocacy is about creating environments that support healthy eating habits and ensuring that everyone has the resources and knowledge to make nutritional choices.
The hydroponic farming is reducing exposure to the chemicals used in traditional agriculture and controlling the quality of water and plant and nutrients. Hydroponics can help to improve food safety. To guarantee food safety, you need to effectively control the emergence and spread of pathogens that can cause disease in your crops. What is advantage of this? They produce between 3 and 10 times more food than conventional agriculture in the same space. The plants also grow in half the time. There is no need for herbicides or pesticides. They are safe from the weeds and insects, making unnecessary the use of these products. Community pantry. Community pantries in the Philippines are foods bank established by Philippines during the country's COVID-19 epidemic. Community quarantine and because of the climate change and higher inflation rate of our country, community pantry is a big help sa mga mahihirap. We can do a bayanihan as one to help people suffering hunger. So, governments fulfill these basic needs for their citizens. Need to learn from the people how to achieve this sustainably and support them in these efforts. The community pantry and initiatives like this everywhere that stand up for people right to have a healthy food show that when people put themselves and the planet before profit and growth, they benefit themselves and others in the networks they create. The community pantry has revitalized the call for food sovereignty by supporting small farmers through economic change and has built resilience and community through regularizing the supply of fresh food. School gardens can contribute to increasing the relevance and quality of education, improving the children's and their parents' knowledge of food production technique and nutrition, and stimulate the development of home gardens. These achievements will together lead to an improvement in the nutritional status of the children and their families and thereby contribute to improving food security and human capital. The potential role of school gardens in improving children's practical agricultural and nutritional knowledge ay isang life skills. In recent years, school gardens have become increasingly popular in both rural and urban areas. These gardens offer a variety of benefits to students, teachers, and the community. Not only they provide fresh produce and educational opportunities, but they also promote a healthy lifestyle and a greater appreciation for the environment. School gardens can provide fresh, healthy for school meals or snacks. This can help promote a healthy lifestyle for students and may encourage them to make a healthier choices outside of school as well.